Yeah, my name's Major, music producer from West London. Been in the music industry now since 1999, where I signed to Disco Volante, which was a subsidiary label of Sony. I was talking to a lady called Lucy Crow, and she does all these different projects. We're talking about what she does, and then I explained to her what it is I do and what I'm trying to achieve. And she said to me, have you ever considered looking at the Arts Council? Which is something I never ever thought of doing. You know, I just thought you just work hard, and you try and one day you'll get a lucky break. But it was like, she said, nah, you can go to the Arts Council, put your what it is you want to them, be open as you can with them, be honest with them, and if they can, they will try and help you. And luckily she helped me, guide me through of where I have to go, what I have to do. And she gave me a link to developing your creative practice, and I did an application to them, and that was it. So basically the room I'm in now, this is my room. It was basically just a basic room, no padding on the wall. So what would happen is when I was recording or mixing, I was getting a lot of reverb off the walls and bouncing off. So things would sound, I could tune to the room, but as soon as I came out of the room, everything sounded totally different. It just sounded a mess. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't ready to go on a radio. It wasn't ready for broadcast, but in the room it sounded like it was. And this is because the room needed to be treated. So I then went down to Wicks, and when I got the funding, I went down to Wicks, bought wood panels, bought the fabrics, bought rock wool, and then built these panels for the walls.
Hi, I'm Dobie, and we're at Major's studio where we're refitting it. And we're going to be putting up some acoustic panels so Major has a better sound in his room. He can hear things better, clearly, more accurate. So when he's mixing, you can get a better sound on the final mix down. Very important. You can have all the best equipment in the world, but if your room acoustics isn't right, your mixes won't be right, basically. So we're here today to basically re-kit the room.
Once I put up all the panels, and then I had a friend of mine come over, 2-3, who helped me set up the speakers in the room. Once we had all the panels up, that way all of the vibrations and all of the reverb bouncing off the walls went. And now I was in a position where, okay, the room sounds dead now. I can now start mixing in here. And then I hooked up with Howie, who is one of the best music engineers that we've got in this country. In fact, worldwide, he's one of the top guys. Like, he works with people like U2 and stuff like that. So he kind of mentored me through this, of how to get this sound right, and how to balance, and how to set up a mix. So I knew how to set up my mix properly now, where I thought I was doing it right before. And these are all the things I've realized now. Hold on a minute. This is why I wasn't getting this beat sounding like that. This is why when I played the tracks in my car, the kick wasn't sounding right. The beat, everything was disappearing. So yeah, he really coached me through and showed me the tricks of the trade, what I was missing, the missing bits I needed. And since I've done that, everything changed. So a lot of things just overnight changed. I got Maddie back in the studio. Whilst I was working with Howie and still developing my stuff, I thought, right, what I need to do is be working on a track. So rather than working on stuff I've previously done and trying to better them, start from scratch. It's a new room, new music, new vibes. So I brought Maddie into the studio. I knocked up a beat, she vocaled it, and then I mixed this song, and I was blown with what I came out with. So that was the first thing. It was like, okay, now I can actually take a song from start, finish it, mix it, and it's ready to be mastered, which was great. Then I got through Lucy again. There was a project, The Finest, which was to do with sickle cell, and it was telling a story about a young man who had gone through the whole sickle cell and about his experiences from a child right up. So what we needed to do was create music to go with this, but it was more like incidental music. So it was more like, you know, being in a hospital, the atmosphere and of being in the hospital, the music, the sounds and stuff. So with that now, with the skills I'd learned, I was able to do this live, using like the sound card I got for the for my studio. I took it out on the job with me. We did I did all the stage gaining, all the stuff I'd learned. I stage gained what I did. I was able to get the right reverb sitting right. I set all my parameters right. It was just perfect, and it just worked really well. So I would advise anybody who's got any little thing that they're working on and they feel they just need that little help, just that little push, that little nudge forward that's going to push them into developing themselves, even becoming great at what they do. Fully, I would say, yeah, apply to the Arts Council, because, you know, I never expected I was going to get anything. You know, I've never been just handed things like that, and them opportunities in that way where someone just, I've never met them, they just went solely on my merit and what I was trying to achieve, and they believed in me, and that's all it takes, someone to believe in you, and they gave me that little chance, and yeah, it's worked wonders to the point where, okay, now it's opened that door of creativity for me. It's made me feel like, you know, I can actually do the next thing. So my next thing would be, for example, we've made these songs now what I want to do is get the videos done, get the marketing done, get the promotions done. So now that's one pressure off my mind. So now I can think, okay, let me focus on this bit now. So I've got a fully running system going now where I can create my music, get my visuals all done, and get the music out there. That's my plans moving forward.